Hey, Viva Rams and Toasters, as usual, I'm forced to be here, but you can call me V. And today I added a lot of really unnecessary stuff to Minecraft, so without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the mod will probably be out by the time, I don't know if it'll be out by the time the video's out, but the link will be there, and I'll let you guys know when it's available to be downloaded by Modern. But this mod is like advancement based, so I'm going to clear my one. So the way you get the first advancement that lets you see everything that is currently in the mod, because I've made basically an advancement for almost everything, is you need to enter the overworld. It's meant to be so that you, like, the second you join in you get it, but I've not figured that out yet. But you get the advancement. This seems unnecessary, because this mod is called These Unnecessary Stuff. Or items, I forget. But yeah. There are three paths to this mod. There's the silly path, which is going to be fixture and stuff I like. For example, I've got a whole... So far, this only has one thing, which is a biome for exploding guys, which I'll show you guys later. There's the normal path with actual unnecessary stuff. And I'm probably going to make more achievements for some of the other unnecessary things I've made. But the first path that has the most stuff, I think, is probably going to be the DiegoNate path, which has some enchantments. And these two achievements are a bit broken right now. They're revolving around two specific enchantments, but as long as you enchant the item that you need, you get this, like, you get the achievement. But that's not the point. I'll solve those in a future update. But yeah, let's dive into the actual content stuff. So first things first, we're gonna go over to the DiegoNate path, because that's probably like my favorite path. And that all revolves around the DiegoNate block, which you craft using some diorite and redstone block and redstone dust. So you got to put them into the crafting table, just like so, and you get one block of DiegoNateTV. And if you place it down, you get the achievement into the Diegoverse. Place a block of DiegoNateTV. And yeah, I've got this lovely house that I made out of all the Diego blocks, which include the Diego block, Diego slab, the Diego doors, the Diego stair, and the Diego trapdoors. And they can all be crafted normally. Boom, there's the slabs, trapdoors, normal doors, you know, everything is pretty normal about this block. And we've got this house here, right? Looks pretty normal, if I do say so myself. However, if you try, one good thing about the DiegoNate block is it is a bit overpowered. Then again, this mod is just for the memes. If you place it there, now, and we light the TNT, boom, the only thing that actually breaks are the non-DiegoNateTV blocks. So it's pretty useful, you know, just a bit useful. Not too OP. But the next thing, now we're just going to quickly take a brief pause on that path and show you the silly path. So if I go into spectator here, I'll get the advancement enter the fields. I'll just give myself night vision real quick. These are exploding moss fields. Exploding as moss fields biome. They do spawn on the surface as well, but one thing I've noticed is that every time I spawn into a world, they always generate directly under spawn. If you do find one in the above ground, they will have massive trees filled with a bunch of wood and lots of nether fossils, and they can have a lot of different structures, including amethyst geodes. But yeah, they do also spawn underground, so if you need a lot of moss and you don't want to find a lush cave, just dig on them where you spawned, and you'll probably find one of these biomes. That's all I have on the silly path so far. But let's get to the regular path. Now, the first thing that I feel is actually very necessary, and not really that unnecessary, is amethyst tools. If you can craft these guys just like this. Bam, 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 bam. Boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, boom. And yeah, these guys are slightly better. It's, well, actually, it's overall just better than diamond, and it's, you know, it's a bit OP, but considering sometimes amethyst can be a bit rare, but I probably will nerf this a bit. We can keep that on for now. Another thing we've added is with iron swords, I just need to, yes, I do need to grab all of this, it's very necessary. There are also amethyst tools, like the amethyst pickaxe and the amethyst sword. And there's like, a whole variety of amethyst tools. Well, one thing you can do is the iron sword tools. There's the iron sword, there's the iron sword pickaxe. There's all sorts of iron sword tools, except for armor. But you can fix that if you just get a couple more iron swords. And you just make a sword out of them. Get the iron sword. And with that, the only thing you can make is armor. It's a bit better, but it's a lot better than diamond. And the iron sword itself, you know, not too OP. Not that OP. But one advancement that you can get with this, I think this is another example of the enchantment things being broken. You get iron sword. How many swords advancement? It's meant to be only if you enchant it with sharpness, but you know, things happen. But yeah, that's the iron sword armor. We get the chestplate for that, which is pretty cool. And if we test this out on an iron golem, this one has sharpness 5 on it. So 3 taps for golem. If we take just a regular one, that also 3 taps a golem. Just gonna do slash time set day real quick. But now, I'm gonna slash clear. Quickly just grab amethyst stomach back. But one of my favorite items is crafted using diamond on top and on bottom, diamond sword in the center, and block of DiegoNateTV on the side, and you get pure Diegium, which, you know, it's not that OP. It's not that OP. But what you can do is there are 2 enchantments for it, and if you put, I'm gonna test if this works, and hopefully it does. But if you put the Greg, wait no, it should be the this one. Doing that is meant to give you this advancement across the Diegoverse, but it really just immediately works. So I'm just enchanting the diamond sword. I'll fix that in another update. You know, what DiegoNateTV enchantment does is just, it's breaking news. It's breaking news, so it's always breaking news. Anyway, with the actual, but there's one unique enchantment that is unique to the pure Diegium. Let's see if we can get it real quick. Oh, it's not there. I'll just show the enchantment, like enchanting it for the real Gregarious Greg, which is related to the enchantment that you put on it, which is Gregness. Okay, Unbreaking does kind of like give it a lot more durability. It's a multi-tool weapon. It can, I just show it off real quick. Yeah, it's very quick, you know. With Unbreaking, it has 250 durability, while with Unbreaking it's gonna have a lot more. Plus 35 attack damage. I need to get my golems spawned back. I forgot that I deleted them. If we summon in the golem, 2 taps it. So yeah, it's pretty useful. But with the Gregness enchant, if I right click, I can fly. And it does work even if it does work even if it's not in your main hand. Even if you drop the item. But you can only fly if you and once you right click it you can just fly. I think if you log off, then you won't really, you know, you won't keep it. And as long as you're flying, you won't really get any Full damage. You won't really get. You stops you from full damage too. It's a very OP weapon. Actually, not that OP. You know, it's not that OP. You know, and I am in survival, so you can get this on the enchantment table, like just randomly, but it's only on pure Diegium, just to make DiegoNateTV just that much OP. Let's test this actually. There is one way that you can reset it if you change game modes. Then I suddenly can't fly. But if I just right click, bam 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 bam. Ooh, off flip, off flip, off flip. I got this. Boom. Yeah, it's very OP. But yeah, that has been my mod. It's very chaotic and it's very unnecessary. And hopefully its mod run review will be done and you guys can play it for yourself. So until next time, stay silly.